Okay, it's time for the Rave in the Redwoods Easter egg tutorial, step-by-step guide, and a couple of things you need to do before you can start this Easter egg. You're going to need to have the boat built, and you're also going to need to have power turned on. I would also recommend you getting the bows and upgrading the bows. If you don't know how to do any or all of those things I just mentioned, I have a Rave playlist down below with some very short yet informative videos that'll teach you how to do all of those things. So just click down below on the playlist, watch those videos, and come back and you can start the Easter egg. Let's see if we can get at least 500 likes on this video. Thank you guys so much for your support. Without further ado, here's the Easter egg. Okay, for step one, you simply need to take the boat over to Turtle Island, go up in the cabin. When you're in the cabin, look up, you'll see Kevin Smith right there. Go ahead and interact with Kevin Smith, start a conversation with him, and then you can zip line back over to the main campland. So what's gonna happen next, now that you've talked to Kevin, is a photo's gonna spawn in on the map. This photo is located over at the recreation area on the back of the stage. Just get up on the stage, go around to the back, and you'll see right here, and just pick it up, and you have completed step number one of the Easter egg. Okay, for this next step, you need to take the photo over to the amphitheater next to this giant bonfire. You're gonna find a spot on the ground where you can place the photo. As soon as you put the photo down, you're gonna be transformed into Rave mode, and a bunch of arms are gonna come out of the ground. Now the arms are the clue. You're supposed to shoot zombies in the arm for this step. You need to take their arms off, and then the souls will get collected in this circle. Now if you fail this step, it does seem that it's timed. If you fail this step, be warned, Willard Wyler will take one of your perks away from you. So if you do fail it, you can instantly put the photo back down and try again. But make sure you still have Jug, because something's going to be missing. Anyways, after you get enough souls in the circle, a blue orb will appear. You can pick up the blue orb. The second you do that, though, a slasher is going to spawn, and Rave mode will end very quickly. And now you can actually kill the slasher. So just start shooting at him with your upgraded bows or your pack-a-punch weapon, and eventually you'll kill him. This part is also timed, so if you don't kill him quick enough, again, Willard Wyler is going to take a perk from you, so just be careful with that. But upon completion, you'll now be able to pick up the photo, and you'll see that the photo has updated, and you can go talk to Kevin Smith again. Okay, so using the boat again, you need to head back over to Turtle Island, where you're going to talk to Kevin again, and this, of course, is going to spawn in another photo that we have to go find. Just take the zip line down and head back over to the mainland. The next photo is located back in the spawn, so just head up the stairs and you're going to go in the same room that Tough Nuff is in. So once you're in that room, take a right as soon as you walk in the door, look on the floor, and pick up the photo. So you can just take the zip line from here right down to the Rave pit, because that's where you're going to place the photo. So go ahead and place the photo on the ground right where you see me do it. And this time, same exact scenario as the first challenge, but now we have to shoot off legs. This is so much easier than the arms. The arm is the toughest one to do, so that's out of the way now. It's all easy street from here. Shoot off the legs, and once you've shot off enough legs, once again, a blue orb is going to appear. You're going to pick it up, and you're going to be out of Rave mode, and in comes the slasher. All you got to do is kill the slasher again, and then go pick up your brand new updated photo, and you guessed it, we're gonna head back over and talk to Kevin. I'm gonna skip the video footage where I actually go and talk to Kevin, but do not forget to go talk to Kevin. It's gonna spawn in a new item. This time it's not a photo, this time it's a skull we're looking for, and it can be found in the power room inside of this little shower area. So pick up the skull, and now we've got to go place it on the ground just like we were doing with the photos. Alright, so the location to place the skull is out here by the lake on the beach. Place it down, and we're going to be doing one final challenge, and this one is the easiest. So it went from the hardest to easiest, and these are headshots. Super easy, everybody can get headshots. So just shoot the zombies next to the circle, the souls will get sucked in. Once again, after you've done that, you're going to get the blue orb. You pick up the blue orb, you're out of Rave mode, and then in comes the slasher. You kill the slasher, and you can pick up the updated photo, and you're almost ready for the boss fight. And now for the easiest step of them all you need to do is go to the power room. You're going to notice on the wall, there's a button you can push. That's going to activate a light. But I warn you, if you need to pack-a-punch or double pack-a-punch, do not push this button yet. Once you push this button and try to go back out to Turtle Island, it's going to start the boss fight. So if you haven't pack-a-punched yet or double pack-a-punched, now's your time to do it. Then come back and hit the button. Okay, It's time for the boss fight. Okay, so head back to the boat, and now Kevin Smith himself is going to be waiting in the boat. Hop on it with him, and his memory is going to start to come back to him now that you've pieced together the photo of him and Jay. Now, if you're not familiar with Kevin Smith, he plays a character known as Silent Bob and his best friend Jay and all their nonsense. Well, they somehow ended up in this movie, and it turns out that Kevin Smith killed Jay. That's right. Silent Bob killed Jay. And it turns out Kevin Smith this whole time was the slasher. And he mutates right in front of our very eyes as we pull up to Turtle Island. So for the boss fight here, guys, there are 3 sequence of events that we're going to have to do 3 total times. So for the first sequence of events, there are 2 skulls and you're in rave mode. 1 skull's on one side of the island. The other skull is on the other side. This is pretty simple. Use one of your upgraded bows, and all you need to do next to one of the skulls is kill zombies and have their souls get sucked into the skull. The more souls it gets, the higher the skull's going to get in the air, and you're going to know when you finish one of the skulls because it's going to be radiating a really, really bright, very obvious light. Okay, don't stop doing it until you see that light. Once you've completed one of them, run over to the other one and get working on it. Same thing, kill zombies, souls are going to get sucked into the skull. Now, the slasher, the mutated slasher, is on the island right now as well, and he is trying to attack you. And he's very easy to avoid, but just be aware that he's around. Once you get the second skull at its height and it's finished collecting souls, you're going to see this pad on the ground. Your goal here now is to get the slasher to walk through the pad. Once he walks through the pad, there's going to be a portion of his body that's glowing white. Just take out your regular gun and shoot that spot on his body. And this is going to take you guys out of rave mode, okay? That is sequence number 1 complete. Now for this next sequence of events, you're going to see symbols appear on the slasher's body. All you have to do is shoot those symbols. I would recommend using one of the upgraded bows. They're very forgiving, pretty easy. You just kind of shoot an arrow in that vicinity and it's going to count it as a hit. So I think there's about 7 symbols on his body. And after you knock off one, you're going to get another one appear at a different spot. So it could be on his leg, his arm, his chest. You know, just look around for it. It's on his body somewhere. Shoot it. Do that about 7 times, and you're going to be done with that sequence of events. So for the third and final sequence of events, the Thrasher is now going to jump up on the roof of the house. He's going to summon fire from the ground, but there's also going to be these rings of green. All you have to do is get in one of those green circles. There's several of them located on the island. Do not get in the fire. You will die. All right, so at this moment, you're safe in the green, and some skeletons are going to come out of the ground. Now, I find this like the easiest sequence of events to complete. I just simply aim my arrow at the ground. I have bomb stoppers, and anytime a skeleton comes in, they get destroyed by the bow. And this is a pretty quick sequence. It takes about 30 seconds or so, and you're done with this. Now, at the beginning, I said you had to do 3 sequence of events 3 times. So I just explained all 3 sequence of events. You just now have to repeat these same things over and over 3 total times. And then on the third and final time, it's actually going to skip that last sequence of events with the skeletons in the green circle. So at that moment, all you're going to have to do now is focus fire on the big guy. That's all you got to do. Just keep shooting your arrows, and if you're worried about ammo, don't. At the end of every single sequence that you complete, you're going to get a max ammo at the bottom of the stairs leading up to the cabin. So just make sure you're grabbing those max ammos. You're not going to run out of ammo. You probably should have 3 guns just to be on the safe side, so get Mule Kick. But after you put enough shots into the big guy, he's going to melt into the ground. Congratulations, achievement unlocked. You have beaten Rave in the Redwoods, and you'll get a piece of the soul key that you can pick up. So that's it for the tutorial, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you found it informative. And make sure you put a like on the video. Love the support. Love you dudes. And I will see you in the next video.
Exactly. We're still not back in the damn theater.
Where the hell are we now? right. I think we about to get a whole lot more funky.